Welcome to John's Bourbon and Bag Reviews, where it's 4 baggers or 4 fingers of bourbon. Either way, you win. So today I got my good friend Jerry here, who built the boards for me, joining me. We got a special day. We got some Devil Rivers bourbon that Jerry purchased for me, as well as a early Christmas gift. So I want to say thank you for that. He knows my love of bourbon. The cool thing about Devil's River, it is the Texas bourbon that is actually distilled and uses the Devil's River off the Rio Grande for its bourbon. The nice thing about that, it is one of the purest limestone rivers in Texas. So in 1840, they actually named it Devil's River. Texas Ranger did it, not Chuck Norris. I know we always like Chuck Norris and Walker, Texas Ranger, but no, it wasn't him. But it's very nice. Seems like a very new bourbon. It was from 2017. The guy Mike started the company, and then he went on and started the bourbon. So it is relatively new. The nice thing about the barrels and bourbon in Texas, because of the heat, it usually doesn't have to have that 10-year cycle to meet the ferment. So actually we have 2 different ones. Jerry has a rye version of it, and I have the barrel strength, which is 117 proof.
Yep.
So why don't we go ahead and open these and just have a little smell of these. Yeah, this has got a very strong note. You can definitely, first thing you get is the alcohol, and then you get a little bit of the char, and then you get a little bit of vanilla at the end.
Yep.
So
Smells good.
We got a little bit of hot toddies here, because it is about 40 degrees here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we're gonna go ahead and have a little sip here. Cheers. And that was a tasty sip, I'll tell you that much. That goes really good.
Absolutely.
In a hot toddy.
Delicious. Perfect for the weather.
Oh man, yeah. You can definitely tell that's 117 proof. The funniest thing about Devil's River, on the back, it says sin responsibly. So, it's one of the funniest things I've seen on those things. So, what I'm gonna do is now talk about the bags. The nice thing is, Devil's River is from Texas, San Antonio, and WTF bag manufacturer is from Texas as well. So we got 2 different bags. The first bag is the Delta WTF. It is a very floppy bag now, since I broke it in a few times, thrown it, done a little wrinkle guard on it. Also, the nice thing is, thrown it a ton. So this is one of my favorite bags to throw. Just to let you know, the back is almost like a burlap copper. So it's about a 6 on there. And then the front is about a 9, 9.5. As far as fill, it has that small BG fill. I like that. It's a good handhold. It gets nice and floppy. This one basically is a speeder one. You can run it up. You actually can block, push. You push on the fast side, a really good push bag. That's the reason I like this bag a lot. It's one of my favorite ones. Second bag is a WTF Tango Pro. It is a carpet bag similar to that, but the back is a 5 versus a 6. The front is exactly the same, that 9, 9.5. The main difference in these is these get super floppy after a while, but they haven't got there like that yet, like the Deltas. But I can do a lot more with these. I can do rolls with them. I can do pushes. I can do some cut shots. That's why I like these. They're one of my new bags to throw. So I really like this bag manufacturer. Very small stitch on it as well. So they'll get near and they'll melt in the hole. So why don't we get to throwing?
Let's do it.
All right, so we're out here in the backyard. It's about 40 degrees, not a lot of humidity, so the board should be cold and fast. So let's get to throwing these. Just in case anybody wants to know, I've gone away from stepping, so I'm trying this new not stepping throw, so it's going to be a mix of good and bad today, I think. There's a good. And I'm leaning. Not a good lean. Oh man, there, almost made it in, and I threw it off the bat. And I'm all the way back here, always long. I don't want to pull a bill. Why don't you start us off again there, Jerry? There we go. There you go. Almost. There you go. It's just cold. No, it wasn't cold. That was a bad throw. And I had one good throw. That's a win, folks. I get 1 for 4. It's beautiful. So we'll do one more like this, down and back, and then we'll probably flip over to the fast side. It isn't. They tend to race up a little bit when they're cold, so it doesn't make it that much fun. And cannot find my rhythm yet. There we go. And you can see they kind of flop and roll. They do about anything you want to do. So we'll go ahead and have a little fun and throw fast side this time. And they're racy, so this should be entertaining. Not too bad. There we go. Got around that block. Maybe we should just throw fast side. Seem to throw better. They're very hole friendly. Good. Boom, 4-bagger. There you go. That's what you like to see. Don't see that every day. Some pros you might meet, you know, every time a squirrel finds a blind nut. Oh, there's a bill. We got a bill, folks. Fighting that bill. Good one. Way to come back here for the bill. Notice I throw better inside, outside now than I do inside. So it's changing. So that's pretty interesting. And flew. You can see how that flies off the board. What I'm going to do now, we'll do it down and back and kind of play whatever kind of throws our way. We want to throw a couple blocks in there, a couple pushes, just play what the bag says to do. There we go. I'm definitely throwing better outside. Gotta remember that for Tuesday. Well, I was. Oh, hanging back there. Oh man. We're gonna go up and try to drag. Man, that was deep. Oh. Touch them off. Way back here. This thing here might be about a mile. Still been trying to get this down, but it is a struggle. There you go. That fast side, oh, just over the hole. That fast side just melts. See how that thing just melted? I zoom off. Airmail to end it, folks. Winner chicken dinner. So like I say, WTF, their bags are somewhat hard to find. They sell out really quickly when they come out, but they have very quick shipping, great customer service. The nice thing is they are one of the few bag companies that reached out to me and said they're not a bourbon people, but they'd let me do whatever bourbon I wanted to for the review. So I love it when companies reach out and support me, and that's why I bought a sweatshirt, bought my wife a sweatshirt. I mean, $30 for a sweatshirt, you can't beat it. I love the prices. The bags, they're both about $90 and then $10 shipping. Not bad for a professional bag.
Yep.
So, and the bourbon usually runs about $25, but I want to continue pushing these videos, enjoying doing it, and I want to say thank you guys, and please like and subscribe.